Hello, students. I'm Mr. Elliott. This is my wife, Yuko. This is the second video we're making, but it's actually the first one we're going to be doing in class. So, anyway, this is a warm-up for a 30-minute yoga routine, we're going to start this one on the mat in child's pose. So, to get into child's pose, start on all fours. Whenever you're on fours, make sure that your shoulders directly over your wrists, your hips directly over your knees. You need to move your knees up just a bit. There you go. Yuko has good wrists, so she likes, when she's on all fours, she does palms. I tend to do fists because I have sensitive wrists. Anyways, once you're on all fours, you're just sinking back into your hips. Now, Yuko is able to keep her knees mostly together. I have to separate my thighs to kind of make room for my body. And then Yuko's kind of doing more traditional child's pose where the arms are down at the side. I tend to do extended child's pose because I'm less flexible than Yuko. And the goal of child's pose is 100% relaxation. So you're just trying to find a spot where you can be 100% comfortable. And we're going to be sitting here for about 2 minutes like this. So try to find a nice, comfortable position for yourself. Now, if you're inflexible like me, some other hand options. You could make fists and you could rest like this. If you had a block, you could rest your head on a block. But yeah, if you need to wiggle around to find the relaxation, wiggle around all you want. And then just find that spot where you can relax completely. And then once you've found that spot, you want to start focusing in on breathing. We close our mouth, and for our entire practice, we do deep, deep belly breaths. Your breath should start from your belly, and then work your way up. Kind of if you play a wind instrument, it would be like that. Breathe from the belly. All the way up, all the way down. So deep inhale, deep exhale. Let's find your complete relaxation, and then focus on your breathing. Forget about the worries of the world, because during our yoga practice, we just focus on ourselves and our body. All right, so let's get ourselves back up, pushing on up to all fours, and we're going to start off with some cat and cow. And this is a flowing exercise. We've been doing it pretty much all of our practice. But on an inhale, we lift our chest and our hips up towards the ceiling, and we sink our belly towards the mat for cow. Then on an exhale, we lift up and do the exact opposite, pulling through the back, and the shoulders and the hips are close to the mat for cat. You're inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. And you continue to flow and you do it at your own pace. If you breathe quickly, you'll be doing fast cat and cows. If you breathe really slowly, you're going to do slow cat and cows. Now, some things to be mindful of. As you're transitioning from cat and cow, try to make sure that your shoulders stay lined up, shoulders, elbow, wrist, and that your hips stay lined up over your heels at all times. Your feet. Some people prefer to be on their feet like this. Some people prefer to be up on their toes. I'd say that's more of a personal preference, up to you. And then if you're really good at cat and cow, you want a pro tip. Every time you transition, if you can, you're supposed to start at your lowest vertebrae and work your way up to your neck. And then every time you transition, it's supposed to start in the lowest vertebrae and curve one by one up your spine. I have no idea how to do that. That sounds like magic to me. But some people can do it, and if you can, awesome. Exhale, cow, cat. Inhale to cow. Let's do one more. All right, next we're going to do our spinal balance, and this is we're also going to do this as a flow. So on an inhale, we are lifting up our right arm and our left leg. On the exhale, lowering everything back down to the mat to all fours. And then inhaling other side, so left arm and right leg up. Exhaling down. And then just keep switching. And on your inhale, you're lifting. And on your exhale, you're lowering down. And then as you flow through this, you should be reaching towards that wall with your hand. With your foot, you're pushing through the ball of your foot, pushing towards the back wall. So you're both reaching forward and reaching back at the same time. And then, you get a perfect alignment while you're up here. We've got, we'll do it the next time you're up. We have wrist, elbow, shoulder, ear, hip, knee, ankle. If you can get that all into one line, wow, that's an amazing spinal balance. If you're having trouble transitioning, core muscles. You want to make sure your core muscles, front and back, are engaged. And then finally, dynamic tension. Let's see how this foot's doing. Shouldn't be able to move it around. All right, great job, you guys. All right, let's do one more each side. Back down to all fours. Then we're going to transition to mountain now. To finish up our warm-up, so we're just going to lift our hips into a downward facing dog. And then walk our feet up towards our hands into a forward fold. And then slowly come on up into a mountain pose. Let's just check the time real quick. That's good enough for our warm-up. We would then move into our sun salutation. And our sun salutation is what we're going to be doing in our next videos. So we'll see you in a couple minutes, everybody. Great job. Thank you.